Hi kids, in October 2024, we were saddened to hear that friend to the 100 Things We Learned from Film podcast, James Allen, passed away at the age of 37 after a brave battle with bowel cancer. Teesside Hospice provided James and his family with excellent palliative care. 100 Things and by association me and many other podcasts wanted to help support Teesside Hospice by raising some much needed funds to continue helping enrich the lives of those with cancer in Teesside. So my mates Planty John from 100 Things, joined by James's sister Jen, are getting the hiking boots on to do a 25-mile walk around the Ullswater Way and the Dale Main Loop on Saturday, the May the 3rd, 2025. I know money is tight at the moment for everyone, but if you've got a few quid burning a hole in your pocket, you can donate it at justgiving.com /page/100 Things Pod or 100 Things We Learned from Film @.co.uk. I'm going to put those in the show notes. Again, you're under no obligation to, but it's a nice thing to do nice things, isn't it? Now, on to the wrestling nonsense.
Oh, do me a favour, can you,
Oh, love you too.
I thought we were still in January.
Lousy March weather.
No, I just walked.
Yeah, fastest one ever. No, I just walked in the shop there, and it's that weird, nice smell of like summer evening. Makes me feel fine. No.
That's
you know that kind
of okay, yeah.
No, well, it doesn't. You get 3 days of sunshine a year. You're lucky, aren't you? There's people in Iceland, but yeah. It was just that nice, like, reverse petrichor smell or whatever. I'm just like a nice warm summer's, and it isn't that warm, just the sun's been out today. But I went to the shop and I just had a walk around the block, and I thought, oh my god, what's happened to me? I'm just walking for fun now. So I came home in a half a galaxy.
Good. It's good to
got to counteract it. Yeah.
I got out of work this week and it's like, oh, it's not pitch black. It's nice.
Yeah, I know. We're getting there, slowly but surely. It's good fun.
Yeah.
Bathed the dog yesterday, gave the dog a bath because somehow she got all purple on her. Don't know how.
Don't know what the sauce.
Don't know what it was. It was either berries or something. There's no berries. It's still like technically
berries
winter,
in
isn't it? There's one town over.
Wait.
But yeah, no. So that's been my day, and then I've actually watched some wrestling, and then I've been watching Rose Tinted Spectrum, who's now doing all the look and reads throughout the years. So like Dark Towers, Geordie Racer, Badger Girl. If you're a person of a certain age who went to public school, you'll know all about these things. It's the thing with Magic Key and Wordy, the orange bollock thing.
Okay, I don't remember, but maybe I see it.
No. Again, it's one of those things. I think they probably phased it out by the time you were at school, but for me, it's awakened many, many core memories.
I still haven't finished that Game Master set. I need to do that.
Oh, he's just finished season 3, which is a slog. Because it's the tournament of tournaments, and you thought Tony loved tournaments. Patrick Moore, mad for him, he is.
Yeah, Patrick Moore plays his xylophone.
Not anymore, he doesn't, because he's dead. So if he does, he's playing it in hell or heaven. I don't know.
I don't know why that tickled me so much, but
he could go either way. He believed in the galaxy, so I don't think he believed in God. So we'll see, innit? When we go, if he's there where we are, then we'll know we were right.
And if he's not,
I'll ask someone.
Getting very, I don't know. That'd be an ecumenical matter.
Harvey's had a wisdom tooth taken out today, so I've been eating twice as many gustos on my own. Because you can only have soup and that, innit?
There was no other option.
I could leave it for lunch, but yes, I'm just going to eat it all. So I'm eating like a pound of paneer. Yeah.
There's nothing else we could do.
I've told you the time I ordered foolishly ordered the Spanish buffet for 4 and had to eat like a kilo of prawns on my own. Yeah, because it all went out of date really quick. I don't even like prawns that much. Chickens love them though. I was fed them to the chickens. They loved them. Because you can do it. I looked it up. Anyway, this is not important, but yeah.
Thanks to peer pressure from many people, I finally managed to convince Barney to start Severance, and we're smashing our way through that now.
It's good, isn't it?
Very good.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I'm enjoying it.
They've got a podcast that accompanies it, so we're listening to that as well.
Harvey's into that as well, but I'm going to listen to a podcast. I want to listen to it done badly by people I know.
That is our vibe.
That's come on. Everyone can, it's like the Independent Podcast Awards they had where everyone who won it had a producer. And I'm like, well, that's not really indie then, is it? If you can afford to pay someone, it's not really DIY or die, is it?
Not really, no.
No. So balls to you, you big alien-headed woman.
Yeah. Well,
Just burn all my bridges. I don't care anymore.
well, we got a busy show. We got news, reviews,
got a
coming
busy
out
show.
of industry defining weekend, and then we've got a pay-per-view this weekend. And you've got the Monday off, I believe, haven't you?
I have booked the Monday off because I think it's going to be a good one, and I kind of like watching AEW's ones live. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, it just feels something better, right? But before that, I will say I did go to Salford City Wrestling on Friday, and tremendous. Only their second show, like a couple of bit of rough edges that need finding off, but second show can't really grumble. Yeah, weird venue, it's a social club, but all the things were in like McDonald's drinks cups, so it's hard to drink Guinness out of a cup with a lip on it, so that went everywhere. But look at this, a program. A running order.
Whoa.
A running order with little facts about the wrestlers and what they've been doing in the last show and stuff. If you didn't,
That's
absolute
really cool.
game changer, mate. Absolutely brilliant.
That's something really obvious to do, and I've annoyed I've never thought of it before.
Yeah. I come down and I was like, oh, I thought it'll be a fly for the next show or whatever. And I'm like, oh no, it's actually a running order. And I was like, this is amazing. Because I can steal this and I'll remember the people's names now.
Also, but that's good. That's also helpful.
You see? Yeah. But
good for the wrestlers.
Really good show. We've already booked tickets for the next one.
Amazing.
25th or 24th of April, end of April, last Friday in April, I think it is. But standouts from it. To be fair, all of it was really good. But 21st Century Liability, Natalie Sykes against Alfie against Lily Winter. I remember the name because it's written down in front of me. In a triple threat. That was really fun. I've never seen Natalie Sykes before. Big fan of hers now. Dave Birch against Andre Decker. Decker recognized me when he came out, and I was a little bit happy about that.
Oh, nice.
He gave me like a cool hand thing that cool people do, and I just went,
Darren said that. I was imagining like Sammy and Jay.
No. He just like, you just bump hands as they go past, but he like kind of gripped mine and went, and I was like, so I was very vocal about it. He unfortunately didn't win, but he had a great performance. Dave Birch is tremendous, and it's nice to see Decker coming this side a bit more.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I said because it's on the second show. Everyone's still working out who's faces and who's heels and who's feuding with who. So it's all a bit of a scramble at the moment, but it's nice. It's a nice, beautiful chaos. And then a triple threat, Bentley against Steen against Philip Michael. That was tremendous, full of shenanigans, full of antics. People hate Steen. Except for me. Bought a new t-shirt of his. The other ones are only in children's sizes, so I don't know what that says. But I need the other two. Though. I need the other two in grown-up sizes, please. But Troy Ryan against Jack Johnson. Troy Ryan is the king of Salford because they haven't got a belt, but they've got a crown and a cape that look like child's crowns and capes on a giant man like Troy Ryan. Jack Johnson is the heel. Wherever else I see him in Salford, he is king of Salford, not the actual king of Salford because that's Troy Ryan. But they're a really good set too. And then there was Steen came out at the end, and there's a bit of Barney there, and like it was really good. Only thing that slightly ruined it was one guy was hammered and yelling out stuff all the way through it that wasn't funny and all this sort of stuff. But the next day, the Salford City put out a thing saying, we know who it is, we're going to have a chat with him. And like, it's not, he apparently was challenging like Jack Johnson to a fight outside afterwards. And I'm like, at the end of his thing, like Jack Johnson cut a promo about it and was just like, shut up. Like, you're ruining it for everyone. You've ruined the night, sort of thing. And it was good. He turned it into he's like, don't let Troy Ryan or people like this dickhead ruin it for everyone else. And I was like, good, well done. But yeah, other than that, tremendous show. I think they're over like half tickets sold in less than a week. So if you can get down to it, get down to it. I'll be there. It's a really good show. It's not that far outside of Manchester.
No,
it's that couple of quid in a taxi, and it was great fun.
That sounds awesome. I'm really tempted to try and come along on one.
Yeah, if you do, well, yeah, it's trying to like get two of them in a weekend to make it worth your while, isn't it? Really, I guess you could go and see your parent, but
I suppose.
Yeah, Also, I haven't got Ian Skinner stuff this week, but I had a thought. Right, I thought it might be fun. Because today's, I don't know, we don't have to do it. It's just a fun thing. I'm like, if we all remember to do it, because like yesterday was Pancake Day, today's Ash Wednesday, tomorrow's Maundy Thursday, Good Friday, Reverse Saturday. I don't know, whatever it is, like. Right?
Yeah.
So I think next Tuesday, the Tuesday after Pancake Day, we should start calling it St. Skinner's Day. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Right? And we just put on on social media, it's like Happy St. Skinner's Day, right? You're only allowed to eat giant meatballs, Diet Coke, you've got to wear a big coat at all times, and then a couple of optional extra things that I don't know, I'm still up in the air about. You can only talk like Rob Zombie for the day. Yeah. Well, that'll be fun. Not if you work in a call centre, obviously. Oh, actually, yeah.
Especially if you work in a call
Especially
centre.
if you work in a call centre. Hello, my Netflix has gone off. Yeah. And all the TVs just show Rugrats in Paris. That'd be fun. Just a good thing. But yeah, I thought if you like the idea of it, next Tuesday, Tuesday after Pancake Day, is now and forever will be known as St. Skinner's Day. Let it be known. Show us your big meatballs and your Diet Coke, and let's make it a thing. I'm gonna forget. But
I'm gonna forget.
No, I'm gonna put it in my calendar as a thing. I'm gonna be like
recurring appointment.
Teaching doing that.
Yeah.
Well,
sir, how many electrons are to make up a thing? Yeah. Do a little dance with the protein there. Yeah, see. Oh, God, I shouldn't do that because I've really hurt my throat the other day at Salford and it's still not right. Anyway.
Jones.
I put the news together on the bus using my phone, so God knows what it says. I'm going to find out at the same time as we do.
Don't let peek behind the curtain like that.
Oh,
we have a sophisticated machine that pulls all this. Like it's one of them ones like
it's called
the
a
old
computer.
the old ticker tape machines they used to have. Like
It's called a computer.
the stocks are up.
And the method is copy and paste and Fightful Select.
Shh. Oh mate.
That's another change some wording.
I'm cutting all this out.
That gets on you to credit Fightful Select out of the way. So that's good.
Yeah, it saves them £5 a month or whatever.
They'll come for us.
Let them try.
Jamie Hayter update. Hayter hasn't wrestled on AEW TV since January 22nd, leading to many asking about her whereabouts. She did wrestle on the February 7th Eve show in London, which marked her first indie date since 2022 and only a second since signing with AEW. Fightful Select on SAP learned that Hayter was in the process of getting her visa renewed and is back in the UK, hence why she's not on AEW. That's why she's been taking UK bookings of late. They haven't learned how far in the process is, but she's expected to be back in AEW when it's resolved, whenever that is.
She quote tweeted it as well and was like, "Save your money, I'm getting a visa, no biggies."
But imagine how good that would be. Like, not saying like we got a Morecambe and Jamie Hayter comes out, but you'd lose your shit, wouldn't you?
I'd
No, you wouldn't,
out.
because you wouldn't be there. But twist that knife. But yeah, no, I mean the fact that she could just, Joe Hendry it and just appear anywhere. It's exciting stuff. Make your money, innit?
Just on the you mentioned OPW then, I just saw on the Facebook that the tickets for War on the Show 20% off in honour of RPD's birthday. If you use
and possibly his last match, yes.
And possibly his last match.
Yep, three not again as well, but three announced for that as well. Leah Raven against Lana Austin for the women's. RPD.
Oh, that'd be good.
RPD possibly dying. So Rick Marcus and Champion Decker against Greg Collins are the only three announced so far. But I mean that's worth your money alone. So yep.
I love that's on the card. It's just RPD possibly dying.
I mean, unless my plan comes to fruition. Which I'm not going to go into because I mention it every time.
I'm intrigued and concerned.
Ray Phoenix is finally free to fly the nest like a phoenix bird. Fightful Select have confirmed that Ray Phoenix is now a free agent. It was expected that Phoenix could end up having months added to his deal due to injury time, but Phoenix is now gone from the company and eligible to sign anywhere he chooses. We're told that he's probably expected to sign with WWE imminently, and Fanatics have also begun preparing merchandise for him, with creative coming up with ideas. Bet it's a mask. Phoenix and Pento were both likely headed out of AEW last year, but their deals ended up being extended when the company heard they were negotiating with WWE in what some would call contract tampering. Beyond that, Phoenix made some vague allegations about inhumane treatment that AEW denied privately but ignored publicly. Those that we spoke to in the company expect that Phoenix likely would have had to agree to a non-disparagement agreement, force a habit, in order to get out of the deal. Fightful had spoken to sources that indicated in November that AEW was actually considering letting him out of his deal before those comments complicated things. Penta has also done his best to avoid trashing AEW in recent interviews, preferring just not to talk about it. I mean, it could just be like, what's the point in going into it? Like, there have not been any potential creative plans pitched for Phoenix in recent months, but he, Penta, and Pac were slated to win the trios titles last year before the contract issues came up.
At
Death
Wembley,
Triangle.
we have a Death Riders thing. kind of started. If only.
God,
Death
Why
Riders
they weren't
versus Death
leaving.
Triangle.
Yeah.
Those that we spoke to in WWE said they expect him there, and it was a foregone conclusion that he'd end up in the company. He'll most likely join the main roster with his brother Pentagram.
Can you imagine if he didn't feel like NXT with you?
I mean, WWE could do the funniest fucking thing and go, no.
So now he's super over as a single star going, that's like, I actually don't need him.
Yeah, we don't need him, really. Like,
But to be fair, they both used to be singles wrestlers, right?
Yeah.
Before
Oh, yeah,
for quite a long
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Sort of Lucha Bros is a relatively recent thing.
It has started to make sense why the Penta is having matches with Dunn and Kaiser and Dunn are obviously more against
Yeah.
him.
He's
So
setting
I'm
it up
like,
for it. Like, I mean, I would assume Mania. If they're making a big thing of
there's
him.
potential plans for Mania for Phoenix.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's great. Penta's entrance every week. There's something new in it every week. It just gets
I know.
crazier and crazier.
I can't wait until there's like you've got a juggler, like because it's I'm a big fan of it. Just more and more each week until someone goes, and then they take it all away, and it's like one of those memory quizzes, and you've got to say what was there. Like, there was a Catherine. I know there was a Catherine wheel. I think there might have been a camel covered in lights. Yeah, stuff like that'd be fun, wouldn't it? That'd be a good game.
I hope there was a camel covered in lights. That sounds amazing.
Spoiler alert for later. Cena's heel turn, which happened this weekend at Elimination Chamber. Great lengths were taken to keep it secret. Triple H noticed that he had the truck layout, so basically he took over production for the final segment because only he and a few select people knew what was actually going to come up. So he was trying to protect that. John Cena and Cody have known that was a plan for the two of them to wrestle at WrestleMania, which can be reported for a while that was the match, but obviously not in this context. Fightful haven't heard if there's plans for The Rock to wrestle at Mania, but in autumn, Creative were told to create plans as if The Rock wouldn't be wrestling at the show, and much of his creative and planning behind it is provided to WWE staff and created on a need-to-know basis, and he pointed out he typically collaborates with Brian Gerritz, and who's on the Rock side, and Triple H directly.
So basically, The Rock just sort of turns up and goes, "We're doing this now, bitches."
Yeah.
I mean, we've always thought that anyway, haven't we? Really?
I mean, pretty much. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
No. But yeah, Triple H did say it's kept close to the chest.
I made this belt with your dead dad's date of death on it.
Psychopathic.
Do you not think that's a bit cruel, Rock? Fuck you.
I've heard the word soul, like, I want your soul, so many times this week.
I know, but now I just do that. You gotta pay the troll toll if you want this point. Yeah, so.
Rock did say he had ran that by Cody to see if the idea was okay, and he said he would have told me to fuck off, as he did on the show.
Oh no! Like it's tremendous heel like bastardy.
Psychopathic.
Yeah.
They said in it like the creative's very. I mean, they even leaked a fake running order for Fightful and everyone who gets the running orders. So the running order of Elimination Chamber had their segment in the middle, and then it main evented. It obviously couldn't go in the middle for how it happened, but by leaking it that way, it made people not. So yeah,
it's a fun little twisty surprise. Yeah.
I don't mind it with Triple H in the conference. He was like wrestling at its core is meant to shock and surprise you and make you feel emotions. And he was like, I hate it when things are spoiled, so we're trying to keep things close to the chest and make you think things are random and just happening out of nowhere. But actually, no, they have been thought out. So yeah, I agree.
Yes, you can't run a company just by people doing what they want. No.
Yeah,
that's how you end up in TNA.
There was a poster. So Fight for Last. That the poster that dropped on Friday was 100% intentional foreshadowing, and that's when we get to it. It's kind of the beauty of it all. It was kind of all laid out. If you now start to put the pieces together, the poster was Travis Scott, John Cena, and The Rock, and The Rock had tweeted it out, and Cena had tweeted it out.
Oh, I hadn't seen that. Okay.
And that was the final.
What is the Travis Scott?
We'll get to that.
So, yeah, we'll get to that. They planned for well over a month for Travis to come to the show. They don't know if he's been planned for that angle all along. He's probably got a receipt coming because apparently he's burst the eardrum of Cody and given him a black eye because he absolutely clobbered him.
He did look like he went.
He kind of forgot he was
really hit him.
Show.
Okay, then and I'm like, no, open hand.
Yeah, the Rock had said to him before going out, if you're gonna get your hands bloody, then make it count. And he went, yeah, he really hit him.
That's Rock doing that's Rock doing Rock stuff. He didn't say like go out there and kick fuck out of it.
No.
Here's a knife.
There was a point where Cena was almost like, whoa.
Because on the show it looked weak, like because you saw it from Hardcan side, but someone's got the fan footage.
Yeah, and he
the
proper
other way, and
like
you see him
proper
like
cracked
clobbering.
him.
There is a nice video Triple H put out, and he might be well another. Apparently he's one of the biggest music stars in the world, but it's him when he comes back, and he's like a child. He's literally bouncing. He's like, oh my god, he's like.
Oh, it'd be the adrenaline, isn't it? Like,
oh my god, I just punched Cody Rhodes in the face.
No, but you've just been part of like Cena's heel turn. Like,
yeah, it's cool as hell.
Come on, that's once in a lifetime legendary sort of stuff, innit? I'd be off my nut, mate. Like that'd be it. They'd be like, there's no point drinking or anything anymore because nothing's ever going to beat that, is it? Really? You're never going to get that high again.
It was like watching a kid, and you're like, oh, that's like the
rawness
of wrestling. And he said, I'm building a ring, because apparently I think that's coming up. He's training as well. He's like, I'm getting in, I'm putting on 100 pound of muscle. He said, I want that again. I love it.
Him and Bad Bunny, yes.
Him and Bad Bunny, yeah.
They both team up and kill Paul Logan. Yeah.
Finish off. Fightful spoke to people in WWE. They believe Rock will be at Mania in Vegas, even though that's not confirmed. It would make sense now, given this, and he doesn't have to wrestle. So that's kind of the beauty.
It makes sense not to wrestle.
Yes, I will do this one because we've kind of just talked about it.
Yeah.
Scott is partnering with WWE, as we've seen over the last couple of months. He was on the Raw Netflix debut. He was presented with the new Hardcore title, and a single 4x4 is the theme tune for Raw, which was like apparently number 1 in the Billboard charts. For
wasn't that the size of AEW's ring in Australia as well?
Hey. So yeah, Triple H said after Raw and Netflix that they wanted to do more with each other. We didn't anticipate this was what it was going to be. The Rock was asked in the presser, could you see him wrestling? And he said it was a possibility. And Fightful has since learned that Scott has actually been doing wrestling training, and that he's been at the WWE Legends Wrestling School. There's been discussions for him to work a match in the future, hence why Bad Bunny would be a pretty cool one, but there's no timetable on when that would happen. But yeah, it was nice. It's like, it doesn't matter how famous Rich you are, he was just like, that was better than performing my actual shows. He's like, that was...
Yeah.
Amazing.
He was literally jumping up and down on the spot.
You're tapping into something that is inherently primal. Like, I mean, performing is tremendous anyway, but...
Triple H and Rock are just laughing at him like, yep.
Yeah, why do you think these people do this? Stuff that will, probably shorten your life expectancy, cripple you later on in life. For that high, you're constantly chasing that in the nicest possible way. But yeah.
Hence why Taker kept coming back.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he just needed more money. I'm doing all the impressions today. Rob Zombie, Undertaker.
They were kind of similar.
That's just my voice at the moment. I do a really good, a really good Paul Robeson, if anyone knows. Yeah.
Okay, that's Jacob Fatu update. We're going to be here forever with you just doing impressions.
Fatu. Hello, Julian Clary.
Jacob Fatu's appearances and interactions have been carefully crafted since virtually the start of his WWE run. Fightful Select was told, from Fatu's SummerSlam injury to certain interactions between there and Bad Blood, WWE were very aware of how much the audience views Fatu in comparison to other members of the Bloodline and have been intentionally playing that up. Fatu being forced to give up the tag team title was also part of that build to see what's seen play out now. We've not been specifically told that Solo versus Jacob is happening at Mania though. In addition, we're told that face-off with Roman Reigns are not an accident, and creative higher-ups and others are expecting him to be a top talent for years to come when emerging from the Bloodline story. The previous regime had passed on getting Fatu in years past, but the company under the present regime jumped on Fatu when he became available much sooner. Also, Fatu is credited for getting the best shape he's been in a year before debuting on screen with WWE. I can't speak.
It's fine, don't worry about it. Yeah, no, I think it kind of makes sense. Because they had to portray him as that with the broken foot and all that, and then when they've let him off the leash, they've kind of gone, oh, hang on, hang on, we got a maniac here. But it's good. No, big fan.
Oh, and singularity stuff. Apparently, Natalia's going to be at the NWA.
Yep, she's free agent now. She's a free agent.
Is she?
No, she's signing you.
No, she's signing you contract.
Oh,
no, this is singularity stuff. Yeah, she.
Sorry, I'm getting confused. Ignore me.
There were negotiations in it. I think she might have possibly been out of contract at one point.
I think that's what it is. I didn't realise that she'd
signed. Yeah.
All right. Kenny Omega and Hiroshi Tanahashi. Arena asked Fightful about the video of Kenny Omega and Tanahashi last year that New Japan Pro Wrestling released and why it didn't seem to go anywhere.
Yeah, so it's Tanahashi's retirement year, right? And we kind of got this thing that I think they'd be teaming together, it was suggested, but then at Wrestle Dynasty nothing happened. So that's the context as I remember it. And I kind of forgot about that entirely on the show, so I don't know.
Again, New Japan stuff, because I only watch it with the Japanese commentary.
Yeah. So
because it makes it, more insane. But Omega visited Japan ahead of his return and reunited with Tanahashi. Shortly afterwards, a video released indicating that the two could end up teaming at Wrestle Dynasty in Japan. However, that was told that creative had not been broached within AEW before that. Sources within New Japan Pro Wrestling claimed that there was never a real plan for Omega and Tanahashi to team or face up. Either, as at the time the video was filmed, that it was happened to be edited in a way that would make it more exciting.
I don't know.
You'd think, though, with it being Tanahashi's goodbye, they'd go, go on, Kenny.
Tai wants to go out, just Omega just
obliterating him, just beatrix him, and he explodes.
There was something on about Ric Flair apparently saying that to stop Cena beating his title reign, he's gonna fight his way down to the ring and come off blood thinners. So your dream of Ric Flair dying in the ring may happen.
If John Cena kills Ric Flair, I will never say another bad thing about John Cena.
I can say we'll do a heel turn.
I'll get a tattoo of John
the
Cena
ultimate
over
baby
my face. Yeah,
but that'll be no tattoo at all.
Yeah, exactly. That's the joke. Yeah,
that's the joke.
Yeah. I'll do the mini bit as well, so we can get on to the actual meat and potatoes of this. Cora Jade sustained an injury on NXT. Her match was stopped, and accounts on Twitter speculated that she aggravated a knee injury. However, told that it was a head injury, not a knee injury. I think she tweeted out, "It's fine, I'm okay. Just one of them things. Like, it's nothing to worry about."
Good.
The claim internally at WWE is that the barbed wire in KO and Sammy's match was not gimmicked or shaved down at the request of at least one talent. Who was it, though? Was it Sammy? Was it KO? Was it Punk?
I love the idea of someone else to be like, I request for their match.
Do you reckon you can do that to other people? No, I think it should be real Semtex. But yeah, it must, because
I don't buy that.
No, there would have been blood everywhere, wouldn't there? Even
it's
across the back and stuff, it's
not to take away from what they did.
No, it was fun.
But surely if it wasn't gimmicks, that would be
unless because I know that they use the barbs are more spaced apart than on regular barbed wire.
Yeah.
So it increases the likelihood of you not hitting it. Is that the right way around? Yes, whatever.
Yeah.
But again, that was the only thing that match missed for me was just a bit of blood. But that's just me being a sicko.
More blood.
No, just some blood. It's supposed to be this big thing, and they're doing horrible things to each other. And why is no one bleeding?
That's fair. That's true.
Golden era AEW, Cody Rhodes would bleed if he sneezed too hard, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Cody had the blood quota for that night. They were not allowed any.
Too full. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Layla Hirsch's AEW contract has expired and she's now a free agent. Josh, get her in Bloodsport. Yeah. It's a shame because I really like Layla Hirsch and she was just on that cusp of getting a push and she got injured and the world's moved on, sadly.
Yeah, it's very sad.
But I hope she turns up somewhere because, I really liked Layla. PW Insider can confirm Zack Knight is no longer with AEW. Who?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
He was with AEW.
Yeah, I think when he
had some
came
Ring of Honor
over,
matches, I think.
Yeah, when Saraya was doing the Outcasts thing, I'm sure he was in the crowd a couple of times. And then it was he's been signed. And then they went, fucking hell, we don't want this guy. Jesus.
I vaguely remember there was something on Rampage. But I don't...
Yeah, I think he had one match and he got absolutely squished.
And then,
But, I'm not going to his cage match to look it up because... Fightful Selective learned that Sam Latanara had a WWE tryout in late 2024 as the company has continued to look for additions to their broadcasting team. Latana has worked with TNA, MWA, Major League Wrestling, and Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling in the past. That Maple Leaf show's shaping up to be pretty good and all.
I've not seen this.
Yeah, there's loads of stuff on it. Everyone's on it. There's a tournament. There's all kinds of groovy stuff. Yeah, tournaments. And last month it was made official that a new show, WWE Evolve, would be debuting. Lieutenant on March the 5th, airing every Wednesday on Tubi at 8 p.m. EST and airing on YouTube in the UK. Over the last several weeks, more details have emerged regarding the Evolve show, revealing that it would feature Performance Center recruits who have yet to make a presence on NXT. WWE plan to introduce Evolve Championships, and Pete Roseberg and Robert Stone will be on commentary. Isn't this 305 Live or whatever that is now?
It's NXT for NXT, I think.
Fuck's sake, where does it end? What is this, a school for ants?
I think it's fine.
I mean, I'll give it a watch because it's on YouTube.
Yeah, and it's to get people with more like experience working with the camera and that. I guess it'd be fine if
it's an hour and it's just matches and that. Then yeah,
Sounds like dark.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
not
mean,
like dark.
Me and John talk about that in glowing terms. Like it's still one of my favourite things of lockdown.
What, get Taz and Excalibur just to commentate Evolve and I'll watch it.
Yeah. Oh, we just put old dark commentary over Evolve.
I was going to say I wouldn't match up with the matches, but it doesn't really matter
I
anyway.
don't think it matters, does it? No.
They matched up at the time. It was just
No, because they were bored as fucking drunk, and it was yeah.
I'm going to watch some Dark after this.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's still on there. I'm gonna go back and watch the Initiative's final match. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
what a
that
time!
were a cracker. What a wild time.
Show reviews then. The WWE, because we've got AEW, and we'll do the predictions as part of the show review of AEW. That's okay.
Okay.
So it works quite well. Not much to do on SmackDown other than say, already hinted at by yourself, Joe. Cody came out and was discussing that he had a decision to make, and then The Rock appeared on the screen. He gave him a truck with Cody on it, and then pulled out a weight belt and said, "I've got a present for tomorrow." And it said Cody's soul. And then this is where I was really impressed with Theodore, because there was a date on it, June something, 2014 or whatever it was. And Theodore was that when Dusty died. Because I was staring at him, what the hell's that date got to do with anything? So how do you know that? He went, his dad died, so I just assumed it was. And then he literally went, that's the date your dad had died. And my heart broke, because he was my hero. I was thinking,
To be fair, it's Cody.
psychopath.
It's going to be about his dad, isn't it? Like, his dad, his wife, or his dog. Possibly his daughter.
And his child. Yeah.
In that order.
No. I couldn't remember if it was a boy or a girl, and I didn't want to hedge my bet. And I could have used the word child. But,
Yeah, that would have been the way out of it.
Yeah, but I'd already started.
But I was like, yeah, this is psychopathic. This is building on the Mama Rhodes belt.
Yeah.
And then
The Rock's just being a crazy person. It's great.
He's like,
Absolute lunatic.
Cody's getting whipped with that tomorrow.
You just keep saying the word soul, and it's
He just
kind
keeps
of
saying
disconcerting.
It's lost all
Saying
meaning
soul.
now.
I grew up Catholic, and I've not heard the word soul this much.
No, I also like the fact that all like Rock and Cody's things are all belt based.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of belt based insults. Like they could go after his
Consistent.
shitty neck tattoo like that, but nope, belts is where it's at, son. Yeah.
Yeah.
The keeping the
No,
personalized
it made me
weight
laugh.
belt merchants of California in money. Yeah.
No, it was fun. It made me laugh. What I did like throughout the show, there's numerous people that interacted with Cody and giving their advice. So you had like The Miz, who was basically like, you got to take it. Like, you're going to get everything you want. Michael Cole was even like, yeah, you're going to get everything you want, but I understand your dilemma. He saw Punk, and Punk was like, I know everyone's going to have talked to you. He went, but he said, I want you to take the offer. And Cody's a bit shocked. And he went, and then I want you to roll it up real nice and then shove it up his part-time Hollywood candy ass. So doing the rock shtick on it. So yeah, it was just good in terms of him getting different opinions. But yeah, that was the main thing on SmackDown. And then we had the Elimination Chamber show itself, which was this isn't out of disrespect, it's because the Trish match, the tag match that was there, it was fine. It
just slowed it down for me.
It was good. I know why it was there. It's 25 years she's into on it.
Yeah, no, I get that.
It was fine on a different.
It was
different
just
card.
after,
It would have been better.
It was just after the women's elimination chamber.
Else was...
I mean, to be fair, everything was going to struggle after the women's elimination chamber, where Jade comes out and literally just killed Naomi to death.
Yeah,
that was great.
And it's wrong. It's Bianca. That's going to be the thing.
People have put that video out of Naomi looking really confused, and then Bianca in the back is like stripping down, like ready to fight. And I was like, ooh, I like that.
Yeah, the fact she was like, no, in the thing. And I'm like, is she going to try and pin it on Bianca now? And then someone's going to find the security footage, and it's going to be like...
I think it's maybe both of them.
No.
You think just Bianca?
I think it's just Bianca. Again, just jealousy. They were in a tag team together, they did well. Like, I just thought, I could easily pin it on this Patsy. Yeah, like...
Yeah, I didn't see it coming. It was when her music hit, because the bell went, and then the music hit. Like,
yeah, and she just
tore.
Oh, mate, that the weird promo video thing you sent of her just like all covered in tar and stuff. Yeah,
Ricky Saints directed it.
Mate, I had to go and have several cold showers, and that's not in a pervy way. Just it's Jade Cargill covered in like tar. Like, come on.
cutting a promo. Yeah.
They could bring dead people back to life by showing them that.
Yeah, it was a brutal beatdown on Naomi as well. The punch kick into the
Darren, and she slammed her head on, slammed the door onto her head. Yep.
Yep, that's what happened.
Yeah, welcome to it, man. Like.
Bianca selling for her life there in the. I thought it was just well done because it's made more questions because Bianca couldn't get out. She was trapped.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, the fact that she was like. I don't know whether despondent isn't the right word. I don't know, but yeah, like pleading with her to stop, and I'm like. Is that because it was her? Is it because she doesn't want? It might be someone else entirely. Like we don't know. But yeah, it's a good angle, and the mystery thickens. Yeah, the mystery thickens.
Yes. Did you during the James once? Because she got eliminated then, so it was basically down to 5. And I like the fact Bianca was the first out as well, and she went straight to the door, didn't she? But she was blocked out by this point.
Yeah, I mean, they should just lock that door. But yeah, no, it was a really good showing. Of the whole thing. Kind of, I know when I did my predictions, I was like, I had it going just somewhere else entirely, but that's just like the stories in there that it could, like Bayley and Roxanne Perez could have gone to the finals and it still would have made sense. Like, it's just, again, we've said it before, we've said it a billion times, it's reconditioning your brain to not accept that WWE, whatever, but like, they're trying.
Yeah. Roxanne, she had a good showing, I thought. I like the fact she basically needed 3 people to eliminate her with various finishers. I think.
Oh, it was everyone taunt the crowd and then spam finishes on the newbie, weren't it? Yeah.
Yeah. It was good.
But the standout for me was Liv Morgan.
Yeah, no, it's
great. And it was also nice to see Bliss back in there as well, getting stuck in. Like,
yeah.
I remember one Royal Rumble where Liv Morgan like turned up and got eliminated in about 14 seconds, and I feel like she's come so far in that time.
Yeah. Again, they need to get her, the Wyatt Six, get like the Spooky Gang back together, doing reverse Scooby Doo stuff. Like,
well, apparently, Bo has been cleared. He's been out, but he's now being cleared to come back. And
okay.
He's been doing bits on SmackDown. When Bliss is on screen, it's flashing up with Wyatt stuff.
Yeah, you were saying.
So it could be that way. And Nikki Cross and Alexa, I hadn't even thought about it. Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss have got huge history together.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Completely forgot about that.
Yeah. See, it's
more
already
Nikki
there.
Cross.
Always more Nikki Cross, yeah. But yeah, just a really good women's elimination chamber. Like, just fucking, yeah. I'm like, right, okay.
I think she might have topped the Sasha Banks braid whip as well.
Oh, no. I mean...
The shock of the Sasha one was big because it never happened. But doing it while you're hanging off a cage and then she were bleeding from it.
Oh, I know, yeah. That was pretty fun. I don't know. I'll have to go back and compare and contrast, get my whip on.
But I like the when she was using the braid to throw Bianca.
I thought that was dumb as fuck.
It was dumb as fuck.
But again, wrestling is. But I was just like, no, not for me. That bit, not for me. That's fine.
It went on a bit.
I think that was it. I was like, it was. If it had gone on a bit longer, I'd have loved it again. Like,
I think that's the problem. It was funny, and then it went on too long,
too short. Yeah,
we didn't do it enough time to make it
the rule of 3
again. Yeah.
Again, like the Stratton, Stratus, Jax, Candice match, like it was fine. It was good. I just don't care.
Yeah,
that was the rule, and I get it, Trish. Like, come on, like give her flowers. Yeah, fair enough.
Absolutely.
She's fucking 49 years old. I was like, Jesus.
Really?
On a different show, it probably would have gone down because it's a good match. It just
no, you get it though.
But again, like
I meant a different show
or anything in
Toronto. When you're coming off Elimination Chamber,
you're always going to struggle though.
One of them.
But no, it wasn't like the crowd was dead for it or anything.
No.
It just kind of went, I'm not really paying attention to this because I kind of like, we're doing that for that, and KO's next. Oh. Yeah, so it's like, come on, hurry up, Pedder. Come on. Yeah.
Yeah, so on to that, KO and Sammy.
I like the fact that they lowered the lights.
And I didn't spot it. Theodore made it out. They covered all the the pads and the turnbuckles, so you couldn't see the WWE logo as well.
Oh, that's nice. Nice little just nice little bits. Yeah, like.
And the ref had a plain black shirt.
Black on,
logo, everything.
I mean, this was cracking.
they're soulmates. They're wrestling soulmates. I think I saw Sean.
Oh
Ross
yeah.
tweet that.
They're just forever destined to just have banger matches.
And I get people like wanting to. I actually watched Butcher because Butcher was actually quite excited for it. He said, "I've seen that match announced. I've got to go and watch that because obviously he's They were the first Ring of Honor match he watched, that ladder match, and I said, "I've actually not seen that match," so he sent it me, so I watched it, and incredible. And I can see why people are like, I want a repeat of the spot on the ladder. I want a repeat of this. I want it to be brutal like that. I thought it was brutal, but in a more psychological way. It was disturbing. The ending.
El Generico match got to do with this.
Michael Cole referenced El Generico, which was also wild, and Kevin Steen.
Yeah,
I mean, I can accept that Kevin Owens is Kevin Steen, but El Generico and Sami Zayn are completely different people.
Yeah, I don't know why he kept bringing that up. It was weird.
One of them's got a mask on, and one of them's one of them's Sami Zayn. El Generico's dead, I think. We don't know. No one's sure.
Potential for him.
Wasn't he running an orphanage?
He was running an orphanage.
In a
and
moment,
died.
it would be incredible.
I'm sure. But I really enjoyed it. Again, I was kind of, at the time, I was disappointed watching it. I was disappointed that it wasn't this brutal ladders throwing each other around thing. But having gone back and watched it with a kind of more sober set of eyes, I wasn't hammered, but
kind of more sober.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wasn't sober.
I'm never fully sober.
No, good way to be it, to be fair.
Yeah, mate. God. I'm not an alcoholic. In this world? It's just, I just drink the mouthwash instead of spitting it out. And yeah, it's a tremendous match, and it isn't for the grotesque violence in it. It is the fact that the violence is brutal and short and like staccato with it, and it's it's a really good match. I guess
Sammy's face when he finds the barbed wire chair. It's like, again, what the fuck? Why is this here?
Well, obviously, again, the other thing I was annoyed about as well was that it showed KO putting all that shit in his bag, and none of it showed up.
Yes.
Yeah. He's got all them spanners and hammers and stuff in there, and none of that showed up, and I was waiting.
Yeah, that's true.
But and my only other minor criticism was no blood.
Yes, was it the Blue Thunder power bomb onto the barbed wire chair?
That was horrendous. I loved it. More of that.
Yeah, it's always like that, and the brain buster onto the apron that KO does that always gives me the jip.
Yeah, and when they threw him over the turnbuckle through the two tables.
Yep. Again, I was a 50-50 about.
The finish for me was disturbing. Like, it's that apron, that's the NXT callback. KO's debut, but then doing it twice. And I don't know if you caught it, and this is why Sammy's incredible. He fucked it up. Like KO, when he went to do the second one, he slipped and he didn't get the purchase, and Sammy just basically flopped on the ring apron. But Sammy's IQ was so good, he basically started flailing his arms to kind of show like a little bit of last fight.
Yeah.
And let KO go and do the move again. And I thought it added to it so much because it was just like this last act of a dying man.
It's two people who have had a million matches together and know each other inside out. And it's would I have liked to have seen them kill each other with ladders? Yes, of course I would. I'm a gross person, but again, I want them to have a couple more years left in them.
They deliberately didn't want any.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I 100% get it. You can't live off past glories.
No. I will put a link in the description as well if I remember. But Myth's GIF has got a book coming out which basically details the 20 years of KO and Sammy.
Ooh.
And,
is it a real book or is it a digi one?
No, it's a real book. So it's at the moment you can pre-order it.
No, I don't mean in a horrible way. I mean some people just release Kindle ebooks and it never goes to print. But I like reading ebooks.
So at the moment, if you want it in the UK, you're only going to get it in the ebook while they do the pre-orders. But once that's done, which is by April, it will go onto Amazon and it will be shipped worldwide. And it's all illustrated by somebody as well, showing moments in their history. It's got photos.
Quentin Blake.
She's also interviewed KO and Sammy as well, and she said that's the very last part of it, that an interview with them two. Basically,
Myth Skips is a woman.
Yeah.
Wow. I assume everyone on the internet is a robot.
Yeah.
Not genuinely. I just assumed it was a robot.
Yeah.
Wow. Well done.
She's got a book. I
sounds so condescending.
I'm just
the Kindle version to come up because that's out this month. But I was like, I think I want the physical one.
I want the physical one. I don't like ebooks. I like having books I can hold and read and drop in the back.
That's coming out. That'll be. I think it goes from the start till about 2023 in terms of history.
Right. Okay. Yeah, right.
Which is
ship us a link for that. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do. So yeah, that was that one, and then men's chamber match, which was layered with.
On the night I went to bed because I was very tired.
Understandable.
That's
Yeah.
fair. On the night,
Well,
I
I
got
was
to
talking
11
I was
o'clock,
talking
and I was
to
like,
Ryan
no.
on Zoom, and he was hammered.
Yeah, he invited me. I was like, I did the Rumble, and it was like over stimulation for me. I couldn't cope.
Yeah. It's fine.
That's fair.
It was worse. It was worse the next night when it was mystery wrestling, and he did a link, and I sent him, and he hadn't been to bed, and he was just like,
Oh no.
like
Oh,
fucking
God.
thingy in Lord of the Rings, like, yeah, calling me, Schmidt. Yeah, it was just like, mate, go to bed. I'm not talking to you. I'm ending the call. I'm going to watch mystery wrestling. But yeah, we didn't talk about mystery wrestling either. But yeah, again, having watched it the next day, having it spoiled because the internet will have its trinkets.
I actually picked up my phone. It was the first thing my phone told me. I was like, for
I know.
God's
But
sake.
it's always going to happen. I know. No, again, a fun match. Like, wasn't anything tremendously out of the ordinary.
No, I think once Cena and especially Punk and then their interactions went up another level. Like,
Yeah.
It was fun before then. I liked as soon as Punk was the last one in, which I didn't like. I feel like Cena should have been the last one in, given what happened. But I liked when he was like, he shouted, "Open the fucking door, you know it's me," because he just wanted to hit Logan Paul.
Yeah.
I
I've also
appreciate
seen a bit of when people kept getting slammed into his pod. One of his strip lights kept falling down,
I've seen
and it's
that.
just him clipping it back in constantly, going ta-da. And I'm like, oh, don't make me like CM Punk. Oh.
Hey, eliminated Logan Paul. So.
I know, and like
The funny subtext to that is Logan Paul, you're trying to do a buckshot lariat on CM Punk.
yeah, I know.
Oh, I hadn't even thought of that. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it, and I was like,
Yeah, the real magic there though was like Punk. I remember Butcher saying because he loves Punk and Cena, he loves that whole rivalry. He goes on about that Raw match, which I only watched last part of last year, which is amazing. And it's like Cena wrestles in a completely different way with him. It's like they're wrestling soulmates, and they still fucking got it. Like Cena doing reversals left, right, and center in the year of 2020.
I think that's the thing that annoys me about Cena is that he can wrestle and yet got away with just doing 5 moves. And I'm going to work
But I
smarter,
guess
not
that's
harder,
what
innit?
People wanted, like,
No, it's not his fault. And
Yeah.
all the Make-A-Wish stuff, all them kids he gave cancer to, and all that stuff. Yeah, as is my understanding of it.
I love the idea. He's just fed up with that now. He's like,
He did one at the start of the night as well, you know.
Yeah,
WWE put a
mate,
video of
he's
him doing.
done like something like 2 a week for the past 10 years.
yeah.
It's
And
outrageous.
he's had enough for that now, so he's gone to murder Cody Rhodes.
But yeah, no, their chemistry was great. I don't know. I think WWE put it out when Punk has bashed Logan Paul to the ground, as we all wish.
He's like, I've seen enough Paul children. Bring me Cody. There is no God.
But I think it'll make the heel turn better would have been it being a Make-A-Wish visit during the thing. Just murdering
He
Cody
just
Rhodes.
beats him to death with some.
would have
No,
been
let's not do that. That's.
No, in front of a child, not.
Oh
the
right,
child.
yeah, okay. I was going to say he uses the child as a
That went
weapon,
far
but
darker than I was
like,
expecting.
Yeah,
No.
I know. I'm eating up so much paneer.
No, and when Punk were getting into the ring, Cena, and when they stared at each other, Cena said, I missed you. And Punk said, I missed you too. And that's when they hugged. And then they fought. I like the fact when it was just them two, Cena went for the handshake again, and Punk was like, nah, fuck that, we've done that. GTS, bang.
Was
And
there
I
a
forgot
bit,
Seth.
I think
I didn't-
when Seth was choking out someone, he's like, fucking die as well.
That was the end. So yeah, Seth got eliminated by the GT. I can't remember what the heart move is. Punk and Cena did a
Heart attack.
yeah, that was it. They did the heart attack on Seth to get him out, which I thought was quite cool.
The
But
nice
yeah,
little callback, yeah.
when they eliminated him, I watched it back. I was like, the camera did a good job in making sure that you could never see where Seth was after he was eliminated, and you just assume he's left.
Yeah.
That stomp, fucking gnarly. He did to Punk.
He meant that.
Yeah, after the
There was
the
feeling
Rock-
behind that stuff.
Oh, of course. Yes.
Yeah, real life. And yeah, that's where the die came. Now, what jumped out to me at the point was John Cena did not hesitate to capitalize. He straight away, and I've never seen him put an STF with that much like grip and torque on it. And I was like, ooh. And that's where, yes, you've got Seth literally on the other side of the chamber shouting die at Punk, and he passes out. I thought it was a good way to do it.
No, I was very happy. Yeah. Again, yeah. And then all the shit that happens afterwards, we've already sort of covered.
Yeah. I was happy there was no ad because I was watching it going, just go straight into it. Don't do all your little ad breaks. So when Cody's music hit, I knew as soon as Cody's music hit. I was like, yeah, Rock comes out. Didn't expect the Travis Scott, but I get
Why?
it.
No one expects Travis Scott.
What is Travis Scott? Who?
I get it on
Where?
Twitter. I get it on
I used to be cool once, but when they changed what it was.
again.
Drummer from Blink 182.
Yeah.
Watching wrestling with a young person who's losing his shit because Travis Scott there. I was like, okay, there's that reason. But the other reason is
Wanker.
he's meant to be one of the biggest.
I
stars
imagine he is a rapping man of some
No.
credo.
He's a massive star. I understand
The
that.
Rock's whole thing to Cody was like, there's bigger things than the championship. Well, here's this megastar. He don't want to hang around with the WWE champion. He wants to hang around me. And if you were me, then
The
you're going to have
star of
access to all this.
Jumanji, welcome to the jungle.
He was just in the corner, Sage,
I'm not even taking the piss.
sent in the ring.
It's pure. This is pure acceptance that old age is coming, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. And I don't know what the young people like anymore. And that's
Dusty
where I'm at.
bones full of green dust, mate.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I did not
just-
expect Cody to say "fuck you." Popped me. I was like, because they bleep Punk saying "open the fucking door." They beat.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
oh,
not
yeah.
beeped.
The guy who was in charge of the bleep button was like, "I'm just snipping out for a fag," and
Yeah.
he's like, "Come back." Oh fuck! This is worse when I was RSPCA monitored chicken monitor.
Triple H had cleared the production truck. You could tell at this point. But no, like he said, he gave his soul to the crowd and to the ring. And yeah, fuck you. Knew it was coming, and it was kind of. I remember watching it and going, "Fucking hell! This is why Cena did not have to qualify. This is why Cena
Yes.
was a
Yeah.
completely different character in that press conference after Rumble."
Also,
But-
I'm always a huge fan of wrestlers hugging and one of them doing evil daytime soap
Yeah.
face as well.
Big fan of that.
Like always a huge fan of that. Harvey started watching Married at First Sight Australia, and one of the women has just married a very tall man. And when they got married, she loves him. She says, "Oh, he's great, he's tall, and he's But when she hugged him, she's doing face behind him. And I'm like, she's not happy. Wrestling has taught me one thing: when people do that, they're gonna punch him in the ghoulies in a second.
Cena put out because on his Instagram he doesn't put any captions. He just puts pictures, and then lets people interpret. He's put the Squid Game one of the night.
Oh.
That meme that's going around. But no, as soon as that happened, because I was like, yeah, here we go. And you got The Rock doing the fingers, so you can speculate as much as you want. He was repeating stuff that he'd done at Bad Blood, where he kind of made the backward John Cena sign, and it's like, how far back is this actually being planned out? Now I understand the Raw Netflix thing. I was like, okay, it's good to speculate, but actually, yeah, maybe let things play out at times.
Yep. No, again,
And it was good.
well, it's
executed.
just that thing of we're so conditioned to WWE being, here's the thing, there you are, boom, move on.
Yeah.
To have them
Slap in
think
your face.
we can,
If it's not
the
obvious, then it's
McDonald's
not.
of professional wrestling, yeah. Like it's fine.
Cena.
Sometimes you just need a McDonald's, but
Yeah.
also it's shite. I don't want. Wait, I'm going to stop myself
we
there
going?
before I go on an anti-Israel rant.
That's not where I thought that was going, but okay.
Yeah. But
I think-
but now
I think
that
back to
they
the
can-
NXT.
they
Remember
can
his
do
midlife? We called it a midlife crisis promo,
Yeah.
and it was. But there was one part in it was I've seen all the responses last night, and he went into character mode. He was like, "Know your role and shut your mouth and enjoy the road that I'm going to take you on because I'm 20 steps ahead of you." And I was like, part of me went, "Okay,
Fine.
you were," because after 23 years, I thought he could do it, but I never thought the company would do that to Cena. But that's
Good,
conditioning
isn't it?
again, isn't it? That's the conditioning.
Yeah.
And then
So, yeah,
Stone Cold
great.
comes back.
Okay. He said he would be there for Cody if he needed him in Vegas.
Old men bumping until their bones become dust.
So yeah, that's how that went off there. Raw was a wild show. That was so. This WrestleMania season is unpredictable in a good way, and it's challenging the conditioning that we've got for things, especially the main event. But the Raw started with Punk arriving. I was like, oh, we're gonna about to get unhinged Punk. When he arrived, he was not in his playful mood. He ripped into The Rock. He was taking the piss out of doing all the goosebumps things. It was a very good. I don't know if you've seen it. It was.
No.
I woke up at 1, just randomly. Actually, woke up at 1, so I'll put Raw on, and then he
Not
came out.
randomly. Your
I
brain
was-
senses it's Tuesday at 1 and just goes, it's Raw time.
Yeah, my clock goes off.
No.
But yeah, I was proper sleepy. 15 minutes later, well, they had 5 minutes of intros. I fell asleep in that, and I literally wanted to run through a brick wall.
What is your sleep cycle?
What?
It's
That
all
was
over the place,
Shockmaster?
Yeah, I was like, oh, Punk's starting. I'll fall asleep. Oh, this is on. I stayed up for another 2 hours. I wanted to run through a brick wall after his promo. You just gotta watch it, like, in terms of emotion and making things real. Like, you're like, fucking hell, yeah. He's like, who do I address first? And the crowd are shouting out names. He goes in on The Rock. He calls out all this goosebump shit he does. He's swearing left, right, and center. It's not getting bleeped out.
Netflix.
He goes in on not Cody. He goes in on Cena, and he was like, I gave you the benefit of the doubt that you deserve to call your shot, and I gave you that benefit of the doubt. He said, but I was right. I was right all along. Your hustle, loyalty, and respect is a lot of bullshit. You've been selling that shit to the kids all these years. You've been selling that shit to everyone. You are an absolute sellout, and it's all a load of nonsense. And all them years ago, he used to call it out when they had that rivalry. And then he went, and the man who's got my undivided attention is Seth freaking Rollins. And he went, Becky Lynch, if you don't get your man out before me, I'm going to hospitalize him. Seth comes out. He literally drops the mic. He stood on the announce table. He absolutely legs it up. They brawl. It's probably in WWE the best brawl I've ever seen. It's not controlled. It is. I was like, one of these is going to get injured. Yeah. Not through the hits, but like, you know what, through the falls. They're just
throwing each other around into stuff.
They're on not the Titan. Yeah, up near the Titantron, into the crowd, over the announce table, through the ring, through the ropes, through the
hoop of fire.
Through the commercial break. Seth's running down. They're fighting backstage
Monster
later
trucks
on,
jumping over.
And it all results in next week Raw is at Madison Square Garden, and they're going to be in a steel cage match.
Yeah, but the small Madison Square, isn't it?
No, so that's why NXT's there, because Raw's in the big one.
Yeah, got confused. Yeah. Ooh, okay.
I didn't think, ooh, shit, Raw's in Madison Square Garden, and yeah, they've got a steel cage match where I assume Roman will come back, and then that might lead to their triple threat. But yeah, it's worth 5. It's not even that. The promo's about 2.5 minutes, and then the brawl's about 5 minutes. It's tremendous. It ain't a pipe bomb, but people are
Oh, the man can still talk. I just think he's a whammer.
Don't matter. He can wrestle as well, as he showed in the Elimination Chamber. So, steel cage.
Joe's face suggests otherwise, but
I don't hate him. He tried to kill Paul Logan, and that makes
always
him
forgiven.
The enemy of my enemy, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know.
There was a little bit on SmackDown, then they all had a fake. Logan Paul came out to John Cena's music, and like people popped thinking it was Cena and it was Logan Paul, but they were all out there just having a go at each other. Punk's kind of leaning. He's outside the ring, leaning against the crowd. Imagine the hard cam if you're leaning against Logan Paul's up at the top.
Why did
he's trying to address everyone? He's like, CM Punk. He's like, I can't see you. And Punk's like, I'm over here, you dumb idiot. And if you're as boring as this tomorrow, I'm going to kick shit out of you. Like,
why? What? Oh, God. Mate, not the biggest John Cena fan in the world, but if I was at a show and Cena's music came on after, when all this was going on, Cena was coming back and stuff, and fucking that dick witch comes out.
He got heat. I mean, even I bought it.
I would have been like, I'm glad I brought a sniper rifle.
Yeah,
let's see if your special Pokemon card protects you from a bullet in the face.
What, on the
I hate
Madison?
Him so much. And well, it's not like I don't have reason why, because I have plenty of reasons why.
Lots of reasons.
Yeah, but the fact that he
MSG Raw, it looks like he's going to fight AJ Styles.
Well, let's hope AJ kills him. Yeah, let's hope AJ kills him then. Yeah.
So that was a Raw. The fact that neither Cena, Cody, obviously he's going to appear on SmackDown, The Rock were on Raw, but the promo that Punk gave, it all came from that, and it made that big.
Yeah. No, I get it. Again,
and then the main event,
weaving trance. Yeah,
it's weaving in. You also had, if you want to see big men slapping meat, Otis versus Gunther. Yes. When you get Gunther just chopping the shit out of Otis, who then
it's like the two numbers two numbers from Binary fighting each other.
Otis takes all these chops, just screams in Gunther's face, "You son of a bitch!" rips his shirt off, and then starts beating the ever-living crap out of Gunther.
I like the fact that Gunther's being allowed to just take shit, to not just be like, "I am Gunther the Invincible," like Otis. The human meatball. I love Otis. But yeah, you know what I mean. He's been struggling in matches, sort of thing.
Yes,
it's good.
And the only other thing of note, and this is where I said unpredictability and kind of reconditioning your brain. Bianca's won Elimination Chamber. Bianca Rhea is the dream. There's a dream match that's been there for years. They've talked about it since NXT.
Mm-hmm.
But on Raw, you had Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky because Rhea Ripley accidentally cost Io the place in the Elimination Chamber. Io fought Liv, and in her hatred for Liv, she got Liv the victory for DQ.
That's what you're saying.
And yeah, this is the main event. Bianca's at ringside, and Bianca she's impartial, but she's like kind of cheering people on as well. And like Io's like lay out on the outside, and she's cheering her on to get inside, beat the 10 count. And Rhea's very distracted by Bianca. Like, why the hell are you cheering her on? Like, we're the dream match, we're the match. And within that distraction, she ends up losing. But the match is tremendous. Like, they have got tremendous chemistry. They made a big point of the story that Io has always beat Rhea. In NXT, they have fought 3 times, and she's beat her 3 times. No, sorry, 2 times and once in the Mae Young Classic. So she's 3-0.
Okay.
Ripley never beat her. Io beat her. Io beat her clean. And like,
it's on my list. After you said like it's a really good match, and Harvey's off tomorrow and Friday, so I've got the opposite myself. So
yeah, get it.
The iPad's getting some abuse. Yeah,
she does a running dive, like a suicide dive into a sunset flip, but the speed at which she does it to Rhea Ripley is outrageous.
From inside to outside.
Yeah.
No, don't like the idea of that because there's lots that can go wrong.
Yeah, Rhea's like bent over in between the second and top rope, and she dives between the gap between Rhea and that third rope.
Yeah, again.
Catches her, boom, sunset flip.
Nope. Again, I'll watch it. I'll
watch it. But that's the unpredictability. I was like, shit, you don't expect a title to change hands like that, especially when you've literally got a dream match on your hands.
Yeah.
And then Rhea's done a superb post-match angle where she's like, I've got nothing, I'm isolated. She's lost the Judgment Day, she's lost Dom. Damian Priest, she's also lost because he's now on SmackDown. She was like, it's my own fault, I can't blame Io. I took my eye off the ball, and she was just like, I'm fucked, I'm isolated, I'm lonely, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I was like, she's never
just
really had that
mental. She's got mental, Rhea.
That's what we're going to get. So I think we're getting there as well.
Give her old music back.
Do it.
Yeah.
I missed
also, I got sent before as well from Clash at the Castle. Damian Priest staying with a Welsh family. It was a BT Sports thing. I'll find it and send you. It's tremendous.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. Just him chasing sheep around in his full ring gear and stuff. It's fucking great.
I've seen that.
He's really good at like side eye looks to cameras like Jim from The Office. It's really good. But yeah, is that everything?
That's it. AEW, and we'll do the bits, and then I'll do the predictions alongside it when it's relevant to that.
I was just going to blast through them because there was not a lot happened on Collision that was important to.
All right, blast through it then. I've watched Dynamite.
Sort of thing. Dynamite though, Cope arrived in an ambulance. Death Riders, you're all getting in the back of this. We're going to get tacos. I think that's what he said.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. MJF getting his tattoo removed. Now, I looked at this and then I looked online and someone said, A, that's not where his tattoo was. B, the tattoo was covered up with foundation. And also, it takes several sessions to get a tattoo removed. Like, you have to break the ink down constantly over time. And it's, but I like it. I like the fact that he can now rely on this. When this match happens, I'm hoping he's going to be MJF in tights. Because if he gets sweaty and that foundation runs off his leg, they're like, God, why must wrestlers lie to us, Ellis? Yeah.
And the match is happening this week.
I know, it is, but we'll get to that in a second. Don't worry. Hangman Adam Page killed Aaron Solo, like, in about 30 seconds.
He did.
Yeah. I'm loving Furious Hangman. Hangman shows up in a truck with horns on it, right? With big fucking Desperate Dan, like, cow pie horns on it. And I think, oh God, I fucking love Hangman. And then he gets out, and then he just comes and sits. He murders Aaron. Takes all his clothes. Like, he's not even in ring gear as well. Just like his gardening clothes, I imagine. Murders Aaron.
Like he's in the middle of something. He's like, oh, I've got to deal with this.
Well, his wife's asked him to go and pick up some stuff from the fucking Asda.
Yeah.
Right? She's like, yeah, we need some Fabergé eggs and I don't know, whatever posh people buy.
Eggs.
I meant cream eggs, but I could not think of the word. And yet Fabergé was right there.
Give me another Fabergé egg.
You've had enough, sir.
I'll tell you when I've had enough.
But yeah, murders him, sits down in the ring, calls out MJF, who has finished having his laser tattoo removed. They've got an in-house tattoo removal at AEW.
Aren't we?
And he's been eating a kebab, he's got all kebab juice on his hands. He's wiped it on this thing because it looked shit. And he's like, I'm not going to fight you now because obviously, but you might want to check on your boy. Christopher Daniels has been eating ice cream the wrong way because he's got all that red sauce on his noggin. Like,
Hangman's like, only I am allowed to kill Christopher Daniels. Everyone,
only I may dance.
Yeah. Did you see Daniels blading? The camera came to him as he was blading.
Yeah, I know, but they'd already put the shit on him. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, like I was like, why are you bleeding on top of raspberry sauce? Like Daniel's like, I got the old ways will never die. But no, but it was good. And like genuinely, I don't know where this match is going to go with it, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
Well, I liked when Hangman went because it was like you would chase me or you go and help Daniels, don't you?
Yeah.
But I like the fact the answer wasn't quite obvious as to what Page did because he was running backstage and he just so happened to run past Daniels and it was like I can't go away now.
No,
I don't know if he was going for Daniels.
I don't know whether that was intentional or not because it looked very confused. He came backstage and people were like, the one guy had fallen over in front of him. I think like some guy that was just in the loading dock had just like yeah. I don't know whether or not they'd said Daniels is going to be here and he forgot or whatever, but it looked a bit kind of like nightmarish. Like, where am I? Turn right. Daniels is on the floor. Take the pie. That kind of thing. Chris Jericho is a whammer. We got a really long bit where like he's now working with Don Callis. I don't really give a fuck about Don Callis. Like, I just
the bad apple thing. They were hiring him out almost. Yeah, okay.
That was a good match.
This is bounty hunter. That makes sense.
He is, yeah, but they called him the bounty hunter, not the bad apple. Just call him the bounty hunter.
Yeah, it makes more sense.
It's cool as fuck.
Yes.
He comes out in a fucking poncho and a hat, and he should have like a little cheroot like that, and be like, that'd be cool as fuck. I said them posters from last week were fucking ace, and the match itself was tremendous. Like, it was fucking brilliant. Like the end sequence of what was it? He hits him with like a. Did he hit him with a hidden blade? No, the fastest Styles clash I've ever seen. That was it, weren't it?
Yeah.
A proper fast Styles clash. No fannying about. Wham, wham, down. Get back up. Hidden blade to the head. Brian Keith's dead. And that's it. And then Fletcher comes down. Well, no, Ospreay goes up to the booth, doesn't he? Yeah.
They met
halfway. There's a bit of a brawl, and then security separates them. And I'm like, okay, I'm into this. Again, it's opposite sides of the coin we saw at Thingy, but yeah.
Steel cage.
Again, never going to get bored of seeing them two in steel cages either, because I've got a feeling crimes are going to be committed. I think after seeing that, I was like, I'm going to see if I can book Monday off.
That's what did it.
Nice. I think that literally was what did it. I was like, okay, MGF and Hangman, I'm fucking down for, because two AEW originals in a kind of weird match that's been thrown together, but with justified reasons. And I was like, also Ospreay and Fletcher trying to legitimately kill each other on board.
Yeah.
Mercedes Moné bumps into Billy Starks and calls her a dickhead. And then Momo appears behind her with a bat, and Mercedes fucking books it and leaves the belt behind, the TBS Championship. So we're getting that at Revolution. 100% on board for that. In a number one contenders match for the tag team titles, we got the Murder Machines against the Outrunners. The promo before the Outrunners came, while they were coming out, I've never laughed. I've never laughed. It was it was NBA, wasn't it?
NBA.
Oh,
it was the bouncy ball. Bouncy ball, not the throwy ball or the slappy stick. But it was the line of, if you're anything like me, and I know I am, and I was like, oh my god, I have to use that every possible opportunity. And then they just kicked fuck out of a bin, and I was like, I love the Outrunners so much, like I always have. But just that line, if you're anything like me, and I know I am, I was like.
There was a brilliant bit. I think they showed it on Collision, but it was with Hurt Syndicate afterwards. Like, oh, thank you for the opportunity. And they do the whole bit saying like, oh, you're swimming with the sharks now. He's like, oh, I thought we were going to wrestle. But
yeah, they're just the right level of like dumb but aware.
Yeah. Really
again, kind of a disappointing ending because. There was a distraction from the Hurt Syndicate, and I don't know whether the Hurt Syndicate have picked a quote-unquote easier title match, because that doesn't seem within like the Hurt Syndicate's sort of you'd go against the hardest men.
Sure.
But also, it is the youngest men alive, so... Yeah, I don't know. But the surprise roll-up thing kind of annoyed me a little bit. We got Swerve and Nana, and this was really good. I love this. Yeah.
I'm excited for this match too now because of the stakes.
Fucking hell. Ricochet has nuclear level heat. Like I could not hear him talk at times because he was getting booed so loud. Not just by me, but by people in the actual arena that were there.
I was like, Joe, just stop booing. You
The suit, the robe, and the cap.
It's
a
fucking
real
mess,
vibe
isn't
that's
it?
going
Yeah,
on.
it's something. But yeah, and it was basically saying he doesn't have Ricochet. I don't have to fight you. Ricochet was taking the swerve, so I don't have to fight you. I've already beat you, and I've taken everything from you. And he's, Nana's like, well, okay, tell you what, number one contender for the AEW World Championship. And Ricochet's like, okay, yeah, fair enough.
I'll agree to that.
But then Nana like turns to Swerve, and he's like,
Yeah.
I've taken bullets for you, and he has. He's had the fuck kicked out of him.
Yep.
And he just basically says, if you don't fix my legacy, and get my robe back, because I don't know if I can do this anymore. Drops the mic and walks off. And there's a little bit of Swerve going, oh
shit.
Taking that for granted.
Yeah, I think he has. And I think it was just a really nice sort of little bit. Like Prince Nana's a great talker anyway, but like they haven't overused him in this. We get him in his little dance and we get bits and stuff. But this, and he genuinely upset about it, and that robe is everything, and the fact they put it on Ricochet is like fucking salt in the wounds, isn't it? Like,
yeah, but
and
really funny.
It plays off nice of last week where Nana was all alone trying to get that off Ricochet. And
I know,
just
and Ricochet just bullied him. So I'm fucking no again.
Swerve was nowhere to be seen.
No, but nuclear heat for Ricochet, like, and it builds this up, and yeah. There's a trios match: Daniel Garcia and FTR against the Undisputed Kingdom. Good fun match. Lots of fucking, like, it's FTR and the Undisputed Kingdom. Like, there was a weird bit that Adam Cole pins Garcia at the end because they're all pinning each other.
Oh yeah.
They were all pinning each other. No one was paying attention. I was like, you're all in the ring. You can't all pin each other. Like, Mystery Wrestling had a best 7 out of 15 falls match the other night. Right, and if you weren't out of the ring within 6 seconds, that's a fall, right? Because it's proper rules. Like,
nice.
Even Uno was like, I didn't know there was rules to tag wrestling. But yeah, but then after the match, Garcia and Cole were trying to shake hands, and FTR and Cool Kyle and Roddy were like trying to brawl, and they had to separate them. And I'm like, okay, that's something. Like, that's I'm fine with that. FTR and the rest of the Undisputed Kingdom, I'll be all right with that.
It'll be fun.
Claudio cut a promo about Cope. Nobody gave a fuck.
And they died.
And then they all died. They all died, and I'm
to be fair, I thought that whole sequence was done well with Yuta hitting Marina with the knee.
Yep.
Willow coming out. I thought that whole execution was lovely.
Claudio was going to kill Cope with a concerto, then Switchblade comes out.
His reaction's brilliant.
His face is one of them proper shit-eating grins. It's delightful. Jay White kills Wheeler with a Blade Runner, and then he's like, oh, we can't kill Marina because we're men and she's a woman. So Willow comes out. Willow's music is one of those, it's the most positive thing, and she comes out and just kills a woman in front of us. And I'm like, I don't know how to feel now. I've got the weirdest boner. Like, it's proper. Like, yeah. But again,
you always sum it up so well, Joe.
I'm just into the fact that Willow's a new champion has appeared. Like, Willow's entered the fray. Like,
oh yeah,
because that is now making me go, oh, fucking Willow's involved. Then we might get like Marina against Willow, or Willow against fucking Wheeler, or like just something like Willow in something.
I would
Willow
love to
just
watch
Willow just pouncing death riders out of the arena. Like, more Willow is always fucking appreciated. Deonna Purrazzo against Harley Cameron. It was fun. And it was kind of a hard fought victory for Harley. We did find out that Harley's shining wizard is called You're a Wizard, Harley.
That was brilliant.
I laughed so hard. And then on Collision, her finishing move is called the finishing move as well, I think.
My finishing move.
Is it my finishing move?
It's my finishing move.
And then for your main event, it was Takeshita against Orange Cassidy in a fucking amazing match that I love.
Yes.
And I've gone back and watched like 2 or 3 times now
because
this is
the shit I love.
It is the correct amount of AEW bollocks of silly nonsense, fucking tremendous wrestling. Don Callis is there, but he doesn't annoy me. Like Cassidy gets his shtick in, and he's got 2 pairs of glasses, and all that good stuff.
He's really
doing the weak kicks and stuff, and I'm like, oh god, I've missed good old Cassidy. like just daft. But then he has to try, and then he's
Yeah.
like getting annoyed, like, and then
The bit where
Takeshita just
Takeshita like
fucking levels him.
Takeshita like dodges his orange punch with just a little boxing kind of shot.
Yeah, I was like,
Yes.
it's just really easy to do.
I
But
love that.
but
And there's some
it-
amazing counters in that.
it was the sequence where he goes for like the
spinning DDT.
spinning DDT.
Yeah,
which
that
gets
one.
reversed, so he goes for like the beach break, is it, or whatever?
Is
And
it
he just
Slumdog?
Slumdog Millionaire,
Yeah.
and he counters that into a blue thunder, and I'm like, yeah, could it have been crisper? Yeah, possibly. Have I ever seen that before? Fuck no. Am I impressed? I could cut diamonds
Almost
right
it
now.
not being crisper almost worked better.
Yeah, because it was a scramble for everyone
like
trying to
scrap. Yeah, like a scramble.
Yeah. And I was like, I've never seen someone try and switch out of 4 possible moves simultaneously. It's
Yeah.
beautiful stuff.
Love
like,
that match.
Absolutely tremendous. Go and watch. I haven't said that in a while for AEW stuff, but if you're gonna go and watch anything, go and watch this, because it's Orange Cassidy back to his usual antics. It's Konosuke Takeshita being a monster. But just 2 wrestlers who've got really good chemistry together. Weirdly. And and then through he hits him with the Raging Fire. And at Revolution, we've got Kenny Omega versus the Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita, which now I realise was already on the cards, wasn't it? Because it's the Alpha versus the Omega.
Hey, I hadn't figured that before. Nice.
No,
I'm
sure there's an old wrestling promotion in Morecambe rubbing their hands right now. Yeah, but yeah, and then that was that really. They're still having a Collision, but Collision it was good, but there's nothing really worth going on about, to be honest.
No, not massively.
It's kind of fillery.
FTR Undisputed Kingdom was very fun. It got me going after a while. It took me a while to get into it. I guess Garcia and Cole had their TNT match, but it was good. It got interrupted, so
yeah.
I assume we're getting that at Revolution. I don't know actually.
Well, let's find out by doing predictions.
We have 1-0 hour match announced, which was mentioned before. Big Boom AJ and a conglomeration with Big Justice versus Johnny TV and MXM Collection.
I see you've kept the gift there from last time.
Yeah, it turns out that Big Boom was on the 0 hour on the last one.
I mean, it's a smart idea. It gets people on board to watching your program who don't know what wrestling is. They go, oh, that's that guy off the TikToks with the massive chin and his weird fat son. And the other lad who isn't his son, but he's always hanging about with them.
Okay. If people don't know what wrestling is, I don't know what they are. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you all got to live together. It's Johnny TV, so he's gonna fucking lose, isn't it? And it's man, but it's MXM, and I love MXM.
It's Boom, exploding people.
Boom boys, I'm gonna call them. Yeah, and there'll probably be more than that, because that's the only one announced for 0 hour so far, isn't it?
Oh boy.
That's it, yeah. These are the matches so far that are announced. So, yeah, I'll go with them as well. They're not going to lose. And he's had an injury as well, hasn't he? Didn't he have an injury coming out of the last one?
He broke his
arm.
His foot.
Yeah,
his foot on the day, and still did the match.
It wasn't even the match. He broke it beforehand, and we just kept quiet about it.
He just like kind of threw his crutches behind his child when anyone walked nearby.
No, to be fair, I don't know who he is, but
no, I
believe he did a good job, and I didn't actually see that.
He was with QT. He was with QT Marshall, who ring generaled him through the match, but he looked good in it. I can see why they've done it. They put him with Cassidy and Briscoe, and like Johnny TV. Johnny fucking wrestling's been around forever.
Yeah, exactly.
It should be a fun, good match that will lead nicely and get him a couple more buy-ins, probably.
This is not me slating it. This is me just being no. I don't understand what's going on.
I don't know what he is.
Yeah.
But he looks a bit like Robert Zadar if he had a smaller chin.
All I know is he's like something to do with Costco, and all I know about Costco is
I told you this before.
He goes
to Costco and he yells "boom" at people based on biscuits in the shop or something.
I don't go and get massive bags of coffee.
Ellis, for next week, can you ask your child to explain to us who he is?
This could be a regular section of Ellis's child explains
old men ask a young child for advice, but not in a weird way. We need to think of a better name because that's too long. It's going to be very hard to make a jingle out of that.
Main show then. So we've already mentioned it. There is a number 1 contenders match: Swerve versus Ricochet. I love the fact that we're continuing a feud that's gone back and forth with stakes on it as well.
Yep.
And I want Swerve's name back in the AEW World Championship picture as well.
Yes, please, Swerve.
Yeah. As much as I like the fact that Ricochet is being a dick,
Oh yeah, I'm enjoying it.
I fucking hate him. Like
He's being a dick.
after the Nana bullying thing, I'm like, no, I don't like this. I don't like bullying in wrestling at the best of times. But yeah, I'm hoping Ricochet dies. I nearly wrote Ricochet because I was talking and typing. I hope Swerve kicks the fuck out of him, like makes
Yeah.
him eat his own stupid hat,
Yeah.
Sounds good.
and gets Nana back on side, gives him his robe
Yeah.
back, and is like show some
I would-
penance, and was like, yeah,
I would be sad
But,
if.
at the same time, would it not be intriguing
to push
to
them
see
apart.
the relationship if he doesn't win it?
Yeah, but we already kind of had an opportunity to do that with the Hurt Syndicate, right? And then to push them
I
apart.
don't know. This is I'm going full what I want to see tonight.
Ah,
This disclosure for those of you that care. I'm not using logic. I'm going with what I want to see because I always come last. I've come last every year we've done this, right? And I've tried using logic. I've tried using reasoning. I've tried using asparagomancy, and that has not
Remember
worked
that,
either. Yeah. And my piss stank. But yeah. So I'm just gonna go from now on. I know it's only March, but I'm gonna go with just what I want to happen.
well, there's only 3 of
Regardless.
us. You can come
Go with
third
the
this year.
vibes.
It's still
Yeah.
last. The third is just last out of 3, John.
Yeah.
I was hoping Troy would come back and I could at least beat him because he didn't understand the concept of time at one point.
No, that is true.
Yeah. Well, he's busy.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go Ricochet just because of how I see the future of the AEW World Championship going, and I think Ricochet will challenge for it and not win it. So
I mean, I'd be happy for Mox to just actually kill him and drive him out into the desert and wet pack digs a corpse, digs a corpse hole. Brave.
That's a fair point, actually, because
true.
I do want to see Swerve. I'm sticking with Swerve, but
I don't want Swerve to go for the championship and lose it. I want him to win it back. So that's my heart. Women's, but that's good. It's good. You don't know which way it's going to go in a good way. Women's world title got Falls Count Anywhere match between Timeless Tony Storm defending against Mariah May.
promo-
Antics.
Her promo with the neck brace and stuff. And
Oh, in bed.
Yes. So good.
Again, in a weird way, I kind of want this to ping pong between them for a while.
Like Charlotte.
Every pay-per-view, yeah.
Yeah, but in the best possible way, not like in the Charlotte Flair thing of I've lost it to nonsense. Like
No, sure.
they're just the yin and yang of each other.
Yeah.
Like they're just locked in a forever war. Like
And like
soon it's sorry, John. It's like it's the
No,
Cold
go on.
War thing of like as soon as one person gets better, they beat them, and the other person gets better, and they beat them, and then it just goes on forever. And we're just stuck with this.
May's beatdown of Storm, where she's like getting weirdly crazy and emotional, was like,
Yes.
oh yes,
Yeah.
I'm back on board with her. She's not that her title reign wasn't great, but I don't think it was really her fault. I think AEW has an inherent issue with like
With booking women.
Well, that too. I was going to go with when they're good at booking the chase, they're not so good at booking the reign, I think. But that you are also correct at booking women, yes. I'm gonna go with Storm.
I'm gonna go with Tony Storm just because I have a feeling this match is gonna be one of those. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be as good as Stadium Stampede because that is still like cinema. That's like fucking Schindler's List. Like,
well, this could be totally crazy.
But I have a feeling this is gonna be. I have a feeling they're going to go into rooms and it's going to be different eras of time.
Different movie eras or something.
Yes, they're going to walk in and
different
then,
movie stars.
Yes. Luther's going to be there with a massive afro going, I've come to fix your boiler. That kind of stuff. Like, again, hearts. But yeah. Oh man, that would have been a wild time back in the fucking COVID days, wouldn't it? If they didn't have... Why did the Hardys never wrestle through time, cowards?
There's your ping ponging though. Could happen.
No. I don't know.
So you've got Revolution now. Next month you've got Dynasty, Double or Nothing, and all in July.
Dynasty's Japanese people though, isn't it?
No, I'm just listening out, but you've got Double or Nothing as well. So you could have a situation where Tony loses here, Double or Nothing Tony gets it back.
You know
and then
what?
we're
No,
two-
I'm gonna. Yeah,
then we're
you're right.
2-2, and then it's all in Texas, which is the big show, and that's the best of five.
I'm gonna stick with my. Thank you, Ellis. I'm gonna stick with my original ping-ponging idea of it just going back and forth between them. They constantly learn and evolve, like them robots in that film where they're on a planet. Screamers. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. No one's seen it.
I think there's logic in the idea, to be honest. MJF and Hangman. Which we've already said we do not know how it's going to go.
Hangman wins.
I'm going to go MJF.
And Hangman did nothing wrong.
Hangman did nothing wrong, but
nope.
Will that mean he wins the match? I don't know.
Hangman's done a lot wrong, so we'll go MJF.
What? Hangman did nothing wrong.
What?
Everything Hangman did was justified entirely.
Hangman's real.
Only he was allowed.
MJF's a hologram, not hologram.
I'm going to go for MJF, but only because I think this is
fucking coward, you absolute shite hawk, John.
I agree that Hangman did nothing wrong. Doesn't mean he's going to win the match.
In reality, MJ probably needs this because he's stuck in a kind of knout at the moment, and this could fuel up some feuds.
He recently had a feud with Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett going to get involved?
No, Jeff Jarrett is too busy. He's got a working contract with Acclaim now. The computer games company. Where was that in your news, John?
What? Acclaim?
What?
Yeah.
As in the defunct arcade thing from are they back?
Apparently so. There was something about it the other day. Maybe I dreamt it. Who knows?
No, there was something about Acclaim coming back. Like you say,
yeah. And apparently AEW are working with them, and Jeff Jarrett's on the board. So
okay, I did not see that coming.
Does not matter. Move on.
No. International Championship. I struggle with that one every time. Takeshita defending against Omega. I'm going Omega.
I'm going Omega. I think he.
But I don't want a. I know it'll be a wrestling clinic. I want like an Omega fighting from underneath and having to use his.
I think it's going to be a screwy finish.
Yeah, I can see that as well.
I think it's going to be because who's Omega got? Nobody himself. Ospreay a bit like they're friends now, but Omega's basically a lone wolf, a lonely sweeper, lonely clean boy.
Lonely clean.
Yeah, whereas Takeshita's got all of Don Callis and his bunch of fucking miscreants. So I'm gonna go Takeshita, just because.
Yeah.
I've already contradicted my own heart. I mean, I'd love Kenny to win, but I don't see it.
No, that's fair. I think most of these I can see it going either way. Well,
yeah, it's good, isn't
it? Not the
it?
Hurt Syndicate or the Outrunners. Much I love that.
Shut the fuck up.
you go for the Outrunners, are you?
Let's jump to that one then. Tag Team Championships, Hurt Syndicate versus Runners.
All in capitals.
Hurt Syndicate.
How can you doubt the youngest men alive?
This is why you come last.
I don't care. There's no forfeit for it, is there?
There should have been.
There's no prize coming first either. That's the real crime.
That's
if there was a prize, I'd fucking try. No, man, I don't know. There could be some kind of weird Hurt Syndicate logic to this. They give it the Outrunners and then they're like, no, it isn't.
They're going to murder them.
Oh, I know. But also, we're going to get the Outrunners doing a fucking pay-per-view intro.
Yes,
I'm happy.
It's gonna be great.
I'm happy awesome. As fuck.
Did you hear me say it wasn't going to be awesome?
If they both burst through walls wearing sparkly Stormtrooper helmets, I'm going to shit myself.
Oh, man, you just sit there like, well, I've got to now. I'm
not going to video it or anything. Just take my word for it. Yeah. Okay. The steel cage match, though, right? This is one of them that I have very little idea. The steel cage was Ospreay against Fletcher, and like it could be either way, isn't it?
I don't know.
Ospreay's been losing. Ospreay's not afraid to drop a match.
No, he's not. He's made that clear. I don't know. I've gone for Ospreay, but it could literally go either way. I want to see Spanish Fly off top of the cage.
You got it.
That's what I want.
Yeah, I think I've got to go Ospreay.
Spanish Fly.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the new Spanish Fly button. Ladies and gentlemen. You want to hear it again?
Spanish Fly.
There you go.
So where can I reasonably get a Spanish Fly in this episode? That's what I want.
I know. I saw you scrambling then.
Yeah.
I don't know. As I've put Takeshita a win, I'm gonna go Fletcher, and it's all gonna fuel Don Callis' fucking weird penis-shaped ego.
I love the idea that his ego has a shape.
His head looks a little bit like a penis.
Seen
doesn't it?
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Mine doesn't look like Kurt Russell. Mine looks like Noel Edmonds on the last round of chemo.
Jesus Christ!
Fucking hell.
Can we move on, please? I'm very tired. I have to create 9 more jingles before night's out.
Two matches left. TBS Championship, Monet defending against Watanabe. TBS
Momo
Championship.
Watanabe. I think Momo wins this. I think it's the start of the downfall of the belt holder. Yeah. Well, also I have a feeling that
I'm going Monet.
Billy Starks is gonna defeat Athena, or I need someone to defeat Athena to get her out of Ring of Honor and get her up to fucking main roster.
She's the one Ring of Honor champion I would love to see on AEW shows all the time.
Legitimately, yes.
Yeah, please just bring her to AEW for the love of God.
I have a feeling that Momo wins this, and then Billy Starks challenges Athena. Athena like kind of drops a belt to her a bit. They've been doing like shit on Twitter and that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I actually kind of hope you're right. I just don't think AEW's historically been very good at giving other people their belts to play with.
No. But it is the women's TBS belt, which, yeah, okay. Yeah. I don't know. We need to take all those belts off Mercedes and get her into the nonsense of Mariah and fucking Tony Storm. Just get her involved in there. Her to show me like, what the fuck is this? Why are people black and white sometimes? Yeah. Like,
I would actually love that. Yeah. That
yeah.
And then Athena turns up and eclipses everyone.
And then Athena just goes, it's not called the Eclipse anymore, it's called the O-Face, and I fucking hate it.
Called the what?
The O-Face.
No, it's the Eclipse.
It is the Eclipse, but
I'm just going to keep calling it that.
It's the O-Face. I'm assuming WWE own the rights to the name
Probably, but I can call it that.
We can call it that, yeah. Oh, we can just call it that, John. That's fine. Yeah, we'll just do that then. Cool. We're cool guys.
We're cool
guys. Not the youngest men.
Cool guys who know what young people are into.
Second youngest men alive. But yeah, I just think that with Dynasty being next as well, they could have someone else challenge Momo for it. Like a Billy Starks or an Athena or someone.
True.
Now, again, all of this, pure speculation, all pure heart overhead, because it ain't gonna happen. But the final match of the night, which I'm assuming will be a bloody and long affair.
Moxley and Cope.
Jonathan Moxlington against Adam Copeland. Not the drummer from The Police.
That would be a hell of a match.
It would be fucking nice. Like Mox just comes out wailing on him. He's just like, "I'm just doing the do da da da. What you doing?" But no, Mox versus Cope. See, this is the thing that kind of you were saying the other week about the Death Riders. They're riders of death. They ride death down at the shops to get Jaffa cakes. Like,
yep,
they don't know what Uber is.
I've seen them.
Like, nah, they don't know what it is. Like, they've never got a bus pass. They just death. Come and give me a lift. And he pulls up in his hearse or his wagon, one of them carriages. Like, right. And they just abuse
all breaking down.
Yep, right. But when fucking Claudio and Thing were getting smashed in the head, what did Moxley do? Did he jump in the ring and fight death in the face? No, he stood there in the crowd going, like a little tiny child.
Which is what I hate about the Death Riders.
This is what I hate about this.
Because it's Moxley.
Copeland wins it. And then Ellis has stolen my theory.
And he's run away as well at the same time.
I know.
He just
Cope
disappears.
Wins. Cope wins, and then Father cashes in, and then all of the all the Death Riders come back.
That makes a lot of sense. But basically, I would feel bad about stealing your theory now. So I'm sticking with Moxley.
I had it first, and I didn't look down because I never looked down.
No, I agree. That's cool. I
did steal your theory.
Motherfucker.
I could hear you.
But yeah.
I just kind of think they're going to keep going with this Death Rider thing for a while. And also, I sort of want one of the, someone like Darby to beat Moxley for it. But that's
Darby's away for a while, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
climbing.
He's charging up. He's going to climb Mount Everest. He's going to do an elbow drop.
He's going to eat the souls of all those people frozen on the way up.
This is a reason I was hesitating over Ricochet and Swerve, because I think Cope's winning, and I can't see Cope versus Swerve.
Why?
And then Father's cashing in, so I could see that.
I could see that.
I don't think Father would lose so quickly.
It would be turnabout after he stole it last time, though.
True. Yeah, it's exciting.
Layers upon layers. It's interesting, is boys and girls. I'm going with Cope wins. I'm just going to go with Cope wins, to be honest. Right.
Sure.
I'm not going to do the fatheriness because Ellis has stolen that. If that's true now, I'm going to be raging.
No,
You
I
can,
think
you can put it as well.
You get that point.
No.
It's
I'm
fine.
not writing it. I'm not writing it.
Before we wrap up, I've done your request here. I have a,
okay.
have a special guest here, making a podcast debut. We have Theodore is here to explain to us why AJ
Cut
Boom.
your hair, the council.
Why an AJ Boom is important to the younger generation.
Please tell us.
Because they started this thing with the chicken bake and a double chunk chocolate cookie, and the AEW reached out to them, and their dad was wrestling, and the wrestler was at the Timeskeeper. His older son called Chris Jericho a badass, and Big AJ started That's a Boom.
Boom, but why are they famous? Before you said you knew who they were.
Have you dragged your child out of bed for this?
What did they do? What did they do on YouTube?
They're not on YouTube. They're on TikTok, old
But
man.
TikToks.
Yeah, they go in Costco and they get a double chunk chocolate cookie.
But I go to Costco and do that. Why aren't I famous?
Maybe
So they just go and get cookies. That's it.
Yeah, cookies and chickens.
And chicken bakes. There you go.
I am more confused now.
Thank you, young man, for your youthful insight into this.
Next week, you can tell us Travis Scott.
Oh yeah, if you can prepare a small statement about Travis Scott, that would be helpful to old men. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't understand why Travis Scott's famous, so yeah, you can do that one next week.
Yes.
Thank you, buddy.
You can pre-record it. It'll be fine. We can drop it in.
Good night.
Right, that's that. Because this is going on for 400 years, and we're trying to keep these episodes under an hour, and this is not under an hour.
It's significantly not under an hour. We've failed. But, we've got some dark places. It's been good.
Bye, Dad. Remember, next Tuesday is Thanksgiving Day. Yeah. Get out of it with that all that kind of shit. Yeah.
Was a skin of noise in the list of sounds you gave me? Maybe I've got it.